Our big house build here in the hills of northern Portugal is fast taking shape. The iconic arches have revealed themselves at last, and cornicing is framing our stone walls. We are really starting to get a feel for how the house will complement this beautiful land. It's another busy few days here. John continues to get creative with the outdoor kitchen, working late into the evenings.
My fingers are totally crossed that it's not a complete, well, you say...
Keeping costs for this project as low as possible, we are finding leftover material from past projects to plug important creativity gaps. As the house starts to find its wow factor, so too does the outdoor kitchen.
I'm not sure about that middle white tile.
Remember, if you're new around here, or if you're a regular just checking in, subscribing really does help our channel and our family to continue with this build. Thank you.
Boys are just having their tea. Let's quickly catch up with what's going on in here. But I wanted to explain what Adele's doing with this archway, because I don't think you guys might have not realised that we do have a fifth arch going on the front of this house. So we've got our arched window in the kitchen, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 on the front, and there is going to be another arch at the end of the veranda there, framing that view. So, can't go that way because there's so much scaffolding around. Okay, so what Adele's been doing all morning is cutting down this arch and reshaping it to be the size it needs to be to go at the end of the veranda. There's Marcus getting stuck into some more arch building. And these guys are getting ready to build up that last internal wall here in the living room and just tidy it up. They've been super busy around that bay window. If you come and have a look here, yesterday they were working on the concrete, and they've made these kind of pyramids there. I don't want to get in their way, but that's for the windows to go in. And if you come and have a look outside here, you will see, no more sweets, that this is now looking very beautiful and finished, with those frames in place. And if you look at the stonework on top of that bay window, that is what the whole house is basically going to look like when it's finished. That is the colour of pointing that we've chosen, and that is the stones pointed. It's almost 100% dry, so you can get a sense of the colour that it's going to be. So everything will look neat and finished like that. And as far as we've understood, they will still sandblast that, and they do kind of semi-seal the stones with a some sort of product that makes them a little bit more water resistant. There we go, we're starting on the third arch. The first stones are in place. So up this side of the house we still have lovely blue skies, and it still looks like it might be a promising day. If we spin round this way, it looks cold and it feels cold. Looks like we're about to go into place, everybody. Here we go. Oh my gosh. So guys, the next time we can see through that to that view, all the stonework is going to be finished on that arch, and it is going to be so beautiful. Right, nobody tell John I'm in here, please. But I have snuck away while he's busy on that outdoor kitchen, just to try and get another level up on my favourite game at the moment, which is Heyday. I'd love to know if you guys are playing it, because whenever we share a game, there's so many of you guys that are, and I love it, because it makes me feel like, I don't know, a bigger part of our community. What I love about Heyday, it's a little farming game where you can have animals, chickens, cows, pigs, you can farm crops, you can connect with people, you can build neighbourhoods, you can diversify into bread making, cheese making, even popcorn making. And it's just so cool because it doesn't have any of the daily stresses of life. It doesn't matter what the weather's doing, the weather's always nice. You want to get bacon from your pig, you put him in a sauna and he has a little break.
It's just like the most fun, easy, happy escape from the real world, and I am really appreciating that right now. So if you haven't given Heyday a go, please have a look. It's honestly just such a joy to play. The graphics are amazing, the characters are fun. It's just a little bit of joy in your day. So scan the QR code that's been on your screen using the camera on your phone, or the links that you need are in the description below this video. You can download it for free, and let me know if you give it a go. I absolutely love it.
Okay, so I probably didn't film very much of this because I was trying to think at the same time as do. What we've done here is create a wooden form, and rather like making a cake, we'll be pouring on the icing or the concrete over the top of all of it. So I've got to fill this gap out here and then build a braai area, a barbecue or a grill area over that end. I've used some squirty foam and old pieces of wood to make a platform. This will all get knocked out when the concrete goes in. And we've got to get the rebar and the wire mesh also into place so that it all holds itself together and the concrete locks in. Maybe at the end of the day, we can pour the concrete as well, which would be very exciting. I've got a job for you, my darling.
Okay.
Your job is to go to the knot garage that you cleaned.
I know where this is going. What can't you find?
I can't find anything, to be honest. You put it all in different places. So if you can go to the knot garage and find me a wire mesh to roll. Okay, let's get on with it. I found these. We'll put these into the project. These used to be the fence that was put up to stop the boys from dropping in big holes when the house build was first started. Look, it's got the red bit on the end. I remember Adam painting that red bit. Anyway,
Sawyer and I now heading up to the knot garage to go and see if we can find this wire mesh. And it's a bit of a gloomy day today. We've had such an amazing few weeks of like glorious sunshine and perfect temperatures. But today's the real shift in mood. And I must say, I'm finding my mood reflect that. I wonder if you guys have the same. You know, you kind of like, well, sunshine and blue skies. It just fills you with joy, doesn't it? And then these kind of darker, grayer days of the winter and autumn roll in. And it's kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you find that too, you're not alone. Anyway, here we are.
Yes, Mum.
It is. You find that too, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'm pleased to report it's still looking relatively clean in here. Are we going to find it? I'm going to put you guys down and hopefully find what I'm looking for.
Oh man, I'm struggling, folks. I can't find it. I hate that. I really wanted to come in here and be like, yep, there it is. It's right there, right where you should have just looked. You didn't find it because you weren't looking properly. Anyway, I better go and deliver the news. Then perhaps we need to make an alternative plan. I can't find the mesh, love. I've looked in every box and every bag and every shelf. I don't see it.
There he goes. He just came up to make sure I was looking properly, which is helpful from a man.
Anyway, we have failed in finding the wire mesh. Goodness knows where that's gone to. That is the problem with doing a big tidy up like we did. You know, it's like super helpful, but it does mean that there's always collateral damage and that things that you could find before you cleaned, you can no longer find. But I suppose that's balanced out by the things that you couldn't find before you cleaned, you can now find. Anyway, I do know that these two big pieces of rebar that are sticking out into this bit behind the knot garage will be very useful. So as to not return from my mission completely empty-handed, I'm going to take those down for John.
10 metres of height worth of pipe where the water's just got to exit. At least I hope that's what's happening.
Or we're just emptying our water tanks onto a part of the lawn that's dead anyway. In other news from the farm this morning, we have got a generator that has been described by everyone on site as kaput. Sadly, our generator's gone on the blink, so it's so quiet on the build side, because usually what they would be doing by now is the generator humming, the crane working, and then moving stones across for Marcus to build with, and also getting blocks onto the different levels. Daniel and the guys are still doing the block work upstairs, because obviously they don't need the crane for that, but they actually might need it to do cement. I'm not sure, but anyway, it is very, very quiet on the build site today. Not an awful lot going on, but we have had twice now the generator technician coming down to see if they can fix it. Fingers crossed. So this middle bit's nice and easy, love, isn't it? Because that's just a flat piece of concrete.
You're right, yeah.
You don't have to worry about things. There we go, a departing engineer and a humming generator. I think we are back in business. That is very good news. And the guys haven't waited a single second. There's the first load of cement being carried over by the crane. Concrete, sorry. Gosh, that's not going to sink in for me like ever, is it? Sensing a lot of thought, my love.
Yeah, I'm going to put some foam up against that wall as well, because we don't want the concrete going up against the tree. Again, when the concrete's been poured, we're going to be able to take away all of that foam, just rip it out. Wire brush it off and that kind of stuff, but that will mean that the concrete that we're pouring won't be anywhere near the tree, which is a good thing.
We still haven't shown Marcus what you're up to down here, have we?
We haven't, yeah. He's a pretty generous guy, so I don't think he'll do anything other than just go, yeah, it looks great, you know?
Mm. I wonder if he would actually be like almost quite touched, you know, honoured that you've sort of, I don't know, been inspired by his work to do this down here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely.
Like, I think it'll just make him smile, you know, and feel good, I hope. So what's the point of the plastic, love?
Well, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm just going to try and make it easier to be able to remove the wooden box after we put concrete in it.
Okay. Oh, look at that, guys. We've got our first little stone going onto the side arch. I'm really looking forward to seeing this finished when it's, you know, kind of enclosed, especially this corner here. I think that's going to be beautiful, which is kind of nestled between those two arches. So you're hoping the concrete goes inside the side of that box, underneath it?
Yeah, so it'll come up to here.
Yeah.
All the way around, everywhere. In here, in here, in here. And then when we lift this out, we'll have a sink basically.
Ah, okay.
It's that deep from there.
Okay, okay.
I hope anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Too high. Oh, that's so heavy. It took longer than I thought. I had to cut this one in 2 pieces. I've got sweat in my eyes. I hope I've got this right. 8. Oh, that's so much fun. So I've just asked Marcus, Joao's here as well, to come down and have a look at the work before I pour the concrete. I didn't want to film Marcus coming down and having a look at it, not because I was worried that he would say, oh, it's rubbish, Don, what are you playing at? Mostly just because I wanted it to be, sometimes when cameras are on, there's this necessity or there's this need to say the right thing. So I didn't film him coming down. It was so much fun because he wandered down. I said, hey, Marcus, come and have a look, because, the guys have been up on the house for a week or so now, watching me down, toiling away on the lawn, wondering, hearing me cut up stone. The noises, the sounds of the creations are the same as the noises that they're doing up here on the house. So I'm sure that they must have been curious. Anyway, Marcus came down. He had a quick look at it. He smiled. And he was like, yeah, that's so cool. Oh, look, it looks like the house. And he was saying all these really lovely things. And Joao said to him, so do you think John could finish his house then? And Marcus was like, not quite yet. No, give him a while longer. And then we had a little bit more of a chat, and then Marcus left and said, yeah, now you're going to have to start eating a lot because you'll want to use it a lot. So anyway, fun. Okay team, I got to switch to flash and stop the time lapse. It got dark, I've got no other light out here, so yeah, that's a pretty handy torch. Thank you, iPhone. Oh, now I can see what I'm doing. Great. I'm hoping very much that this is the last mix as well. That's the dog. Dog's like, somebody's on the lawn, Mum. Go get him. Hello, Obi. All I need is just to get that last little bit in. I'm going to be well chuffed with today. Toby's really freaking out. He's like, who's down there? I'm not going down there. Where's Mum? Where's Dad? Alright, so that's pretty much it. We have done it. I have got no idea right now. Look, you can see this is my torch on my wrist, looking to see whether it's flat, looking to see whether it's level. I don't know whether we've got enough concrete in the sides of the sink. I don't know whether everything's flat. I don't know whether the structure's going to hold its position. We'll only find that out tomorrow, I guess. Come down here tomorrow morning, spray it with a hose pipe, just keep it a little bit damp so it dries nice and hard. My fingers are totally crossed that it's not a complete, well, you know, how do you say? And that it's like a potato field. I've done my very best in the dark to finish it. I'm pretty sure the left-hand side is going to be good, right-hand side, well, we'll see. As long as it holds firm, well, again, we'll see. All right, okay, that's it for today. It's been a long day. I've got to go and clean a cement mixer now and probably have a beer, and we'll call it a day. Brilliant.
Well, there was someone strange working until really late at night. Where have you been?
Yeah, I did the countertop. I poured it.
Darling, you are bonkers.
Yeah.
Why did you do that in the dark?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's level.
This is either the most genius thing you've ever done or one of the worst.
Well, no, it gets a while to dry, but I'm very dusty.
Da-na-na-na-na. This feels quite surreal, doesn't it?
Brilliant.
Right, folks, on that note, we're going to say goodnight. My husband's getting his kit off. See you tomorrow.